I'm going to share with you an anecdote from a German businessman about how customs operates in Europe for suppliers inside and outside the EU. Living in Germany, I often order products from the UK. They are delivered straight to my door with no bureaucracy because the UK is a member state of the EU. When I order from the USA, the parcel is first sent to Frankfurt Customs, where it sits for about a week. They then send it to the customs office in my city. After a few days, I receive a postcard telling me to fetch my parcel. I go to the customs department outside the city, wait in a queue, then show my card to the customs officer who asks me what is in the parcel. We then walk to the depot where I have to open the parcel in front of the officer. We then walk back to the office where I wait another 15 minutes or so whilst the customs officer looks up the appropriate tariff duty and answers queries at the same time. She then prepares a form, hands it to me and tells me to take it to the cashier's office for payment. I go to the cashier's office, present the form and my payment for duty and VAT, receive a receipt and walk back to the customs office. I then present my evidence of payment and at last I can take my parcel and go home with it. This is how customs works in Germany, one of the most business-orientated countries in the EU. Have any of you experienced Polish bureaucracy? Because I have. Oh my God. I wouldn't wish that living nightmare on my worst enemy. After 1 week of dealing with Polish bureaucracy, I found myself thinking, you know what? I get it. I understand now why the Germans invaded. The single market and customs union gives the UK the power to ignore all of that. You cannot apply any of that national bureaucratic bullshit that you apply to non-EU countries. You have to fast track any UK products or services. You cannot impede them or frustrate them in any way. This is what powerful, muscular sovereignty the UK had within the EU. See these here? These are UK goods and services. All your national bureaucratic nonsense can back the hell up. In the customs union, it's as easy to send items from Sunderland to Lithuania as it is Sunderland to Liverpool. Do you know what's going to happen when the UK leaves the customs union and the single market? Do you know what those bureaucrats that you despise so much, that just the thought of them makes you shake with rage? Do you know what those bureaucrats are going to do? They're going to take back control. Our goods will have to jump through every single hoop. Those bureaucrats set up a process that could take days, imposing extra costs in terms of administration and storage costs. And if your goods are perishable, you pretty much destroyed any chance of a European export market. We will reclaim our fishing waters and eliminate the access to the markets in which we sell those fresh fish. Do you have any idea the damage this will do to UK businesses? Who needs this hassle? I'm sure the German businessman I mentioned earlier chose British goods over American precisely because he wouldn't have to go through all this. All the hoops I described earlier. These are the barriers to trade that we will inflict on ourselves by leaving the customs union and the single market. If British businesses had a choice, have to go through all this crap or choose to pay tariffs, they would overwhelmingly choose to pay tariffs. But under Brexit, they get to do both.